Getting ready for the 2013-2014 men's basketball season. We're visiting with head coach Burt Paddock about the upcoming season. Coach, before we reflect on this year's season, let's take a look back a little bit at last year. You know, with all the talent and experience that you lost from the previous year, last year's team comes out, wins the WHAC regular season championship, and some might say they overachieved, which is a good thing in my eyes.
Yeah, it was a great year for Davenport athletics as a whole and for our basketball team. You know, not knowing exactly what to expect, losing 4 guys that had been all conference at one time going into last year. We had high expectations, as we always do with our program, but you just never know when you lose 4 starters and such a good crew the year before. And they came in there, they worked really hard. They were able to put another banner on the wall, which is one of our main goals each and every year. And so at the end of the year, we were really excited for those kids and also gave us something to build upon going into this coming season.
And, Coach, compare the satisfaction of that regular season with the disappointment of the postseason.
Yeah, it didn't go the way we wanted it to. I think we learned some valuable lessons as we go into this year with so many guys back on our team that played huge roles for us. But, you know, once you win the conference regular season, you kind of got your sights set, especially with what we've done in the past, your sights set when you go to Branson to make a real run out there. We've been to the Final Four, the Elite Eight, and to get beat in the first round was a little bit disappointing. But like I said before, I think that it's also motivated our guys. I think this is the best summer we've had in my time here in terms of guys sticking around and working on their game in the summer. We had 6-7 guys staying on campus and every single day in the weight room, on the court, doing things. And so it makes me feel really good moving forward.
You mentioned that. Did you see some leadership jumps in some of your guys as well as outside of the court?
You know, I don't ever want to downplay anything the guys in the past have done. We've had great leadership here. But in terms of leadership going into a season, I can't be any more pleased with what our kids have done this year. DeArmond Davis, Javante Ford in particular, those guys have been around for 4 and 5 years, and they've really got their sights set on really large goals this year. They've done a great job of explaining things to the young kids and dragging them along, as well as working incredibly hard themselves.
One of the changes going into this year is assistant coach Craig Heatherly has been promoted to associate head coach. What does that entail?
You know what? I don't know. It's a job title change. He deserves it. I mean, our entire staff deserves a round of applause. I got the greatest staff in America. There may not be anybody. There may be others that have as good, but nobody's got better. My guys work incredibly hard. Craig's been with me quite a while now. Been incredible for us in our recruiting efforts, our on-the-floor efforts, our workout efforts and stuff. And just felt like, you know, he's done such a great job with our program that he deserved that. And I feel like, you know, it kind of motivates him to even take that next step into our program and try to help us in even more ways. And I'm not sure how that's going to be, but he's just done an incredible job all summer, and he's excited about getting into the season and starting up a new phase of this thing. And hopefully it helps him in the long run, whatever it might be, whether he gets to be a Division I assistant or be a head coach whenever that is. Hopefully that job title will help him out in that way.
Well, along with the talented staff, you have the benefits of continuity. You've been working with the same guys for a while.
It doesn't happen at this level, Rick. And especially when you're as successful as we are. Usually guys come and go and do other things at this level. And for me to be able to keep those guys around, I think a lot of that is a product also of our kids. When I talk to my assistant coaches, they don't want to leave these kids. They kind of started something. I keep telling them, well, you're going to keep starting with every class. But they've got a great bond with our kids as well. Our staff gets along so well. And so I think that is another reason why we've been so successful, and I'm very blessed to have them.
And, Coach, looking ahead to the schedule for this year, no trips to Florida last year. You were 4-0 last year. I'm surprised you're not going back.
Yeah, you and Aaron Segraves like those trips. I know that. But unfortunately this year we weren't able to make one of those trips. But we've got a great trip lined up. We're actually going to go to Chicago over Christmas break. We're going to be there for a 3-game tournament. Going to do some great things in Chicago. The Shed Aquarium, staying right down by Navy Pier and stuff. So it'll be a great experience for our kids that we always try to make it. We'll try to do some community service and stuff. It won't be the warmth of Florida. It'll be totally opposite of Chicago in the winter, but it should be a great trip as well.
And you've also got a weekend trip in the second week of the year out to Iowa, which should tell you a little bit more about your team, at least where you are at that point.
Yeah, for sure. Beautiful Iowa in November. That should be a lot of fun, but it will be a really challenging, it'll be a test for our guys. 2 really good teams. They were both top 10 in the country last year throughout the entire season. Both teams made the national tournament. They do on a regular basis. Northwestern, I think, is picked to be second in their league. Dort fourth out of like 15 teams in that conference. So it'll be a great challenge for our kids. They get good crowds and stuff, and we're hoping to go out there and just like always, anytime we play for something we want to win, hopefully we can go out there and get 2 out there.
Coach Burt Paddock getting ready for the 2013-14 basketball season.